I wanted to send out a quick reminder, and this is something that normally you would think, well, that doesn't really have to be said. But believe it or not, this does have to be said. When you sign a contract, it's a legal binding document. And so I encourage people to remember, if you are buying or selling a house, please read carefully what you are signing and make sure that there are no details that have been left off of that document, because once it's signed, you can't go back and change it unless all parties agree. So last week I was representing a seller, and the seller was under contract. We had received a contract on her home. The buyer had asked for a certain repair, and my seller client agreed to that repair. So as an example, let's say that you are buying a house or you're selling a house and you agree to put in a radon system. Everyone signs off. The seller has agreed to put in the radon system. A week later, the buyer came back to us and said, oh, by the way, we want the radon system on the north side of the house because on the south side, we're going to be adding a deck. Well, everything had been signed that we were putting in the radon system. My client did not have to change that, nor did she have to agree to anything after the fact. Once it's signed, it's signed. The fact of the matter was she actually had already done the repair that was required. And so you cannot go back afterward and try and change something, and which is what happened in our case. So oftentimes, believe it or not, I will get clients who will sign something and then say to me, well, I was in a hurry. It was on my phone. I just clicked and signed it. But what was that? So I would encourage you to make sure that you read what you're signing. Try not to do it at a red light really quickly on your phone, because once you sign something, it is a binding contract, just the same as if you had gone into an attorney's office and sat down and signed it in hard copy. So just wanted to put out that reminder, whether it is anything on your contract, close date, or what's being included in the sale, or how your financing is going to look. All of those things, once they're signed, are a binding contract and cannot be changed after the fact. It has to go back into renegotiation, and both parties may or might not agree to make that change. So just a quick reminder, I hope you have a great week.